What's up, meta nerds? This video is all about the TIE Automated Fighter, a droid TIE fighter that was used during the reign of the reborn Emperor Palpatine around the year 10 ABY. They were actually manufactured inside of the World Devastator, which did to planets what the Starforge did to stars, having an automated system that could take in raw materials and build ships with it, pumping out things like the TIE D and the AQ-5 wave skimmer. The blueprints for it were developed by Sinar Fleet Systems, the same people who made all the other TIEs, but to add the droid brain, they teamed up with Cybot Galactica, the producers of the 3PO droid. The tech packed into this ship would have cost 170,000 credits to produce, if you just wanted to build one without using the World Devastator, which would be nearly 3 times the cost of a TIE Fighter, even more expensive than an ARC-170, and equal to 8.5 Vulture Droids. Though this is relatively expensive, it can be justified with its top atmospheric speed of 1,300 km per hour, or 808 miles per hour, making it faster than the X-Wing, and even the TIE Interceptor. But because this was a droid, it could combine this speed with incredible maneuvers that would kill an organic pilot. And when in atmosphere, this ability was even greater, since these wings were on servos that allowed them to pivot. The only shortcoming was that, like the regular TIE fighters, it only had a pair of laser cannons, and didn't have any shields. At a length of 6.1 meters, or 20 feet, it was just shorter than a TIE fighter, and about 1/4 that of the Y-Wing. At 3.5 meters, or 11.5 feet tall, it was nearly a third of the height of the AT-ST, and actually shorter than a Wookiee standing on another Wookiee's shoulders. While at 7 meters, or 23 feet wide, it was nearly 2 huts across. As for its history, it was developed on the orders of General Arndall Lott, who was one of the many warlords who rose to power in the fracturing of the Empire that occurred after the Battle of Endor. He got the idea from the deadly efficiency of the droid starfighters used by the Separatists during the Clone Wars, but sadly, these also had some of the same flaws, and just like the quick, maneuverable, and shieldless Vulture Droid, it was often outsmarted by organic ace pilots. Though some prototypes were deployed earlier, the TIE D was first used in great numbers during an attack on the New Republic forces on the watery world of Dak. During the Battle of Calamari, the World Devastators were tearing this planet apart, while simultaneously making swarms of these droid TIEs. You can imagine the blow to morale it must have been to literally be fighting against your own planet, as a great number of V-Wings and E-Wings were shot down by these TIE Ds that spawned out of the very world the Republic was trying to defend. As the attack started to level Mon Calla cities, Rogue Squadron was able to swoop in and save the day, first taking out the World Devastators and mopping up the remaining droids. This would be a bit of history repeating itself, as the dream of an automated force of droid starships again got outsmarted by flesh and blood pilots. This put General Lott in the long line of people drawn by the siren's call of a fleet that was more maneuverable and precise than anything piloted by people, but which has always led to a military being shipwrecked on the shores of organic intelligence. So that's it for its history, and the only cool behind the scenes fact is that it was shown in the 1991 comic Star Wars Dark Empire series, and surprisingly, has been immortalized in LEGO via the TIE Fighter collection, which was the very first to include a ship from the expanded universe. So that's it for the TIE D, but most important of all, remember, Star Wars will never respect droids on the bad guys team, and the Force will be with you, always.